SUVs are arguably the most popular car types in the world, and for good reasons. They provide comfort and ruggedness and are perfect for the family. All of these benefits are in a single car. Awesome, right? Well, not always. Sometimes you get SUVs that fail to hit the mark but instead fill their owners with regret. So in today's video, we're diving headfirst into the land of remorseful car ownership, where dreams of off-road adventures and spacious family road trips collide with harsh realities. We're about to reveal the top 9 SUVs that left their owners scratching their heads and wondering, what in the world was I thinking when I bought this? First on our list is the Ford EcoSport, the crossover SUV that beckons you with its seemingly budget-friendly price tag. It costs around $20,000. But wait, before you break out the confetti and celebrate your automotive victory, let's take a closer look. Brace yourself, because this is where the disappointment begins. Sure, the EcoSport can squeeze in 5 adults, but don't expect any bells and whistles in the base model. If you want those fancy premium features that make cruising around town a joy, you'll have to dig deeper into your pockets and opt for a higher trim, which is around $30,000. Suddenly, that seemingly affordable price starts to inflate like a balloon on a hot summer's day, leaving you questioning your life choices. And let's not forget the engine situation. The only option available for the EcoSport is the 1.0-liter EcoBoost engine. Now, that might work just fine for a nimble little Fiesta, but when you try to make it haul around the extra weight of an SUV, things start to get a bit underwhelming. It's like trying to pull a freight train with a tricycle. Simply not up to the task. So while the EcoSport may promise a convenient way to move around, it falls short when it comes to delivering on the expectations set by its price tag. If you're looking for a true contender in the competitive world of crossover SUVs, you might want to set your sights elsewhere. After all, there's a whole jungle of options out there, and the EcoSport is simply trying to find its way through the undergrowth. Number 8, Jeep Renegade. Up next on the list is the black sheep of the Jeep family, the Jeep Renegade. While Jeep may have built a reputation for ruggedness and off-road prowess, the Renegade seems to have missed the memo. Instead of embracing its heritage, this SUV proudly wears a FIAT badge beneath its rugged facade. Yes, you heard that right. The Renegade, the supposed conqueror of terrains, is actually a Fiat in disguise. Talk about a disappointment. Now, you do have a choice when it comes to the Renegade, front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. But let's be real here. If you're going to put yourself through the stress of owning a Renegade, you might as well go all in and opt for the all-wheel drive version. It'll cost you a pretty penny, but at least you'll have a slightly better chance of escaping embarrassing situations when the going gets tough. But here's the kicker. The Renegade's lackluster performance isn't its only issue. Have you seen it? I mean, really seen it? Its exterior design is like a sad attempt at imitating its more attractive sibling, the Jeep Compass. It's as if the Renegade got dressed up for a costume party, but forgot to bring the actual costume. Sorry, Renegade, but looking the part is half the battle, and you're losing the battle miserably. In the end, the Jeep Renegade is a reminder that not all Jeeps are created equal. It may carry the iconic badge, but it falls far short of the legendary Jeep status. Number 7, GMC ACADIA. The GMC ACADIA is a mid-size SUV that's supposed to be the epitome of practicality and performance. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should we say on the road. Have you seen that front end? It's like GMC tried to fuse the face of a Sierra truck onto the body of a Chevy Traverse. And let us tell you, the result is less than pleasing. But the awkward design isn't the only issue plaguing the ACADIA. According to early consumer reports, this SUV falls flat in the power department. The standard version comes with a puny 2.0-liter engine that struggles to keep the lumpy body moving. It's like asking a hamster to tow a caravan. And here's the kicker. If you want a bit more oomph, be prepared to cough up an extra $4,000 for the privilege of upgrading to the 3.6-liter V6 engine in the SLT model. Even with that upgrade, it still falls short of what you'd expect from a vehicle of this size. Number 6, Ford Explorer. Ford has a reputation for building durable vehicles, but the Explorer seems to have missed the memo. It's like a beautiful facade hiding a lot of problems, just waiting to pounce on unexpecting owners. And trust us, those problems will leave such a bitter taste in your mouth that you'll wish you had chosen a different path. Let's start with the aesthetics, shall we? The current generation of the Explorer, it's as if the Ford took a detour from its rugged roots and ended up lost in a sea of softness. It's a far cry from the dependable, tough-as-nails SUV they claim to be. But wait, there's more. The list of common Ford Explorer problems is enough to make your head spin faster than the wheels of this ill-fated SUV. From faulty transmissions to finicky electrical systems, it's like Pandora's box of automotive nightmares. So unless you enjoy playing a game of chance with your hard-earned money and sanity, we would strongly advise steering clear of the Ford Explorer. Save yourself from the headaches, the disappointments, and the inevitable longing for a vehicle that actually lives up to its promises. Trust us when we say there are greener pastures out there, and they don't involve an Explorer. Number 5, GMC YUKON. The GMC YUKON is the poster child for deceptive promises and a bank account draining experience. Sure, it boasts enough seats to accommodate a small army, seats 9 people, and a beefy V8 engine that could wake up the neighbors. But it comes with a terrible downside. This SUV's fuel economy is about as efficient as a leaky bucket, guzzling down gasoline like it's going out of style. So while you may feel like the king of the road, your wallet will be crying out for mercy. The Yukon may have curb appeal, but its questionable fuel efficiency is a real blemish on its shiny facade. So if you're thinking about shelling out around $57,400 for a Yukon, you might want to reconsider. Sure, you'll have room for the whole family, but your bank account will be screaming for a timeout. Number 4, Jeep Compass. This SUV is a perfect cross between a crossover SUV and a medium-sized SUV, but unfortunately, it falls short of the mark when it comes to overall quality. While it may boast a powerful engine and a rugged exterior, the Compass's interior is where it takes a nosedive. Compared to its European counterparts like the Mercedes-Benz GLC, BMW X1, or Audi Q3, the Compass's interior quality leaves much to be desired. Sure, it may have all the necessary features, but it lacks that touch of refinement and luxury that people crave when they're shelling out their hard-earned cash for a new ride. Number 3, Ford Escape. The Escape boasts comfortable seating for 5 adults, which is great if you're a parent. But here's the catch. This comfort comes at a price that could potentially drain your bank account faster than a high-stakes poker game. You see, while the base model starts at a seemingly reasonable $27,000, don't get too attached to that number. Suppose you want any of the impressive options that actually make the Escape worth considering, be prepared to fork over some serious cash. Want the hybrid model? That'll be an extra $3,000, thank you very much. Oh, you're eyeing the plug-in hybrid version? Well, get ready to hand over a whopping 40 grand. For that kind of money, you might as well consider something like the 2023 Ford Bronco Everglades 4-door, which not only gives you more bang for your buck, but also offers a better driving experience, and it's easier on the eyes. Number 2, Jeep Cherokee. We present to you with a hefty price tag ranging from $31,950 to $40,940, the Jeep Cherokee. First and foremost, let's talk about the engines. The V6 and turbo 4-cylinder options in this model are about as fuel efficient as a thirsty camel in the Sahara Desert. You'll be reaching for your wallet faster than you could say, why did I buy this gas-guzzling monster? Forget about saving the environment. This SUV laughs in the face of fuel economy. Let's not overlook the elephant in the room, the engine reliability. Oh boy, have customers voiced their complaints. It seems like this SUV has a knack for breaking down faster than a treadmill at a fast food convention. Owners find themselves making frequent visits to the mechanic, emptying their wallets with each repair bill. Number 1, the Fiat 500X. The Fiat 500X is basically a valiant attempt at scaling up the beloved city car. You see, the Fiat 500 holds a special place in our hearts as a zippy, nimble little vehicle perfect for darting through crowded streets. So naturally, the 500X aimed to capture the same magic and inject it into a larger, more practical package. Unfortunately, it seems they missed the mark, and it's evident in a number of glaring areas. Let's start with the main problem, the size. The 500X has bulked up. And while that may sound appealing on paper, it's not accompanied by the necessary mechanical upgrades. You see, size matters, and it depends on a powertrain that can handle the added weight. But the Fiat engineers apparently missed that memo as they saddled the 500X with a minuscule 1.3-liter engine. Yes, you heard that right, a 1.3-liter engine attempting to propel a larger vehicle. It's like asking a snail to pull a semi-truck. The result? A disappointing lack of power that leaves you yearning for more, regardless of how much you're willing to shell out for the top-of-the-line version. So, there you have it. Unless you are up for wasting your money, you should steer clear of these SUVs.